Hello and thanks for joining us for our Swift Chat Meet the Team podcast. I'm Stuart and today we're joined by Wayne Paskin, Head of Business Development, and Roger Giles, Head of Sales and Product Development. Both bring a wealth of experience from respective roles across the appliance sector, including time at AO, and their appointments mark another exciting step forward in Swift's growth. Wayne, Roger, welcome.
Hi Stuart, great to be here.
Morning Stuart, thanks for having us.
Good to meet you. Okay, Wayne, I'm going to put you on the spot first. So we want to let our listeners know a little bit about yourself. So tell us a little bit about your background and what brought you to Swift.
Well, I've been involved in kitchens and appliances for just over 20 years. I've worked for various manufacturers and distributors. And to be fair, I would say I've got a real passion for kitchens and appliances and how they fit together. And how I arrived at Swift was Roger, myself, Anthony, all worked together at AO in a previous life. We built something that was pretty exciting, pretty special there. And the chance to do something very similar here was, quite appealing to me, especially anyone who knows Anthony knows that he doesn't do anything mediocre. So it would always be something that's going to be great.
I think you've pretty much summed up Anthony there, haven't you, in terms of his enthusiasm for the sector. Right, that's you, Wayne. Roger, go on, tell us your story.
Weirdly similar, to be honest. It almost sounds like Wayne and I are slightly twinned. Again, most of my life has been spent within the kitchen and latterly appliance sector. Again, working for some big manufacturers. In terms of customer base, I've dealt with a whole variety of different customers, from contractors to retail customers. And as Wayne said, latterly it's at AO, working with Wayne and also with Anthony. And again, across a whole variety of different B2B sectors there.
So I reckon we could call you two the dynamic duo at Swift. Is that about right?
Batman and Robin, I'd say.
Okay. I'm not going to ask who's who. So let's just get into your roles. What do each of you focus on a day-to-day basis, and how do your roles support the company's growth? I'll put that one to you first, Wayne.
Well, short term, I think Roger and I are concentrating on very much getting out there, visiting customers, seeing what they do, how we can help, how our products can fit into their sort of day-to-day lives, and really just tell them that Swift is here. We've got the great bits that we've always done, but we're just adding some new flavour to it.
Excellent. And Roger?
Yeah, as Wayne said, our roles are very much intertwined. We're very much growing the customer base, reinvigorating the customers and getting them back working with us again. Independent retailers would be most of those. But also we're heavily involved in bringing some new brands to Swift. We want to try and do something a little bit different for people and not just be another distributor. So yeah, the focus is on new brands and on growing the business.
That sounds quite exciting for our customers. So I think we'll probably get into that in a little bit more detail in the next podcast. So it's clear both of you bring a real depth of experience and genuine passion for the sector. What are you most excited about in your roles? Wayne?
I would say, Stuart, that we are pretty excited to make sure that people are aware that, the great people are still here. So we've retained all this knowledge. But with some of the exciting brands that we have, managed to secure and bring on board, it's pretty exciting to be working with them. Some of them we've worked with in the past. Some of them are new to us. But they are brands that are not saturated out there on the market. And we think that this is a key strength for the retailers to offer some product of differentiation. So that gives us a chance to build something more exciting again.
So thanks for that, Wayne. Roger, look, we've whetted the appetites of our listeners with talks of brands coming on board. I know we're going to look in more detail in the next podcast, but go on, just share with our listeners some of the names that have come to Swift.
So recent additions we've added to Swift would be the rebirth, if you like, of Dietrich. Dietrich are a renowned, long-standing premium brand. They haven't really had a presence in the UK for a number of years. So we've been working hard with them, and we're proud to be bringing the Dietrich name back to Great Britain as the exclusive distributor. So that's a real exciting thing for people. We've also just added Hisense to our stable of brands. Hisense being one of the fastest growing MDA manufacturers in this country. Great products, great specification, all at a really good price.
Excellent. Okay, we'll definitely go into more detail in the next podcast on that. So Swift is part of APS distribution. Wayne, what does that actually mean for customers?
I think that customers can be reassured that being part of APS offers them, stability. As I said, what APS distribution does give is retaining all the knowledge, all the experience, all the customer interaction from the past, but bring in some new exciting things that, we would like to hope that Anthony, Roger, and myself can bring to the table. And as I say, part of that is keeping all the great things we did for introducing new things with the brands and, potentially a few different ways of working.
Excellent. So you're out and about with customers. What are they saying to you, Roger, in terms of what they're interested in at the moment, or what do they want to know about Swift?
No, so we've been warmly welcomed by the existing customer base. People are pleased to see us walking through the door and happy to spend time talking to us. Mostly, I think our customer base are looking for reliable supply of products. So to have the products available on our website, they can see exactly how much we've got in stock, and people are able to order there and then, and it's their account and manage their accounts on our website. That's a really good feature that we're just making sure that our customers are aware of that service. They've got all their login details correct, and they're aware of the new products that we're adding.
Excellent, Roger. That's really reassuring to hear that. I'm sure you guys will be clocking up a few miles on the roads for the next few months. So thanks, Wayne. Thanks, Roger. It's been great to get to know you a little bit better. And I'm sure we'll be talking again soon in the next podcast. So thanks to everyone for listening. We'll be back soon with more Swift Chat podcasts. Until then, keep an eye on our social media channels for the latest updates and news from the team. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.